Can't go wrong with that. And maybe a touch more. We're at Tech 13, so I finally believe in the power of cannons. Let's get some fire damage going. Yeah. We'll start paying our units and we go to war. I'm a pure man. All I want, all I need is the satisfaction of removing Hungary from the equation. Better get this one paid for as well, because the Austrians will probably come riding on in. And the events keep on pouring in to cost me money. So he's just got farmlands here. It's nothing too heavy for us to take down. He's got a 1 general there, so again, nothing worth worrying about. And I could bust down this fortification very quickly if I just bring you to the battle. Well, on you come oh wait, I have a truce with you? Till 68? Wow. I must have beaten the snot out of you. But I remember now, that was ages ago. Okay, well here's just hoping that the Ottomans don't take over Salzburg. When was the last time the game kicked you in the teeth like this, Jake? You're quite stumped. I don't know, we had plenty of stumped moments with Manipur. But the game does just hate me. I checked the code, and it just said, I hate you, so I'm convinced. Could try our luck with a better general. Should probably try our luck with a better general, since luck with generals is something we haven't been having lately. But I also don't want that to rise up. Okay, these claims are going to be going away soon. 79, now we've got bags of time for that. Still, time for spy network, it makes things easier. And also time for having people not hate me so much that they coalition me. Palatinate is no longer a rival of mine, so might as well get cozy with the Emperor. Who knows, he might save me when the Ottomans come knocking again. So long as I don't have him as a rival. Take time to invade the PLC. No, please, no. Not sure I could survive that. There's lots of things I doubt I could survive. Always try to keep God on your side. And yeah, Lubeck. It's all that unlawful territory, which is why it's probably better to focus on getting a few really good provinces. Still, relations with you are really high. Embraced Counter-Reformation and helping out there. If you just somehow went friendly, we could have great relations. Also, my PP is drooped too far. Let's pick on one of our rivals. I choose you, Austria. And just send them a little insult to keep things looking good. Would probably be prudent of us to rival our enemies as well, like Venice. Did I say rival? I meant to say embargo. Let's get every last bit of PP that we can. Because we're on the edge here. Wonder how the other big nations have handled things. Normally very hard mode keeps them all together and not falling apart. I'm kind of glad that France is getting bigger and bigger. I see that the Ottomans have it where it counts, but they are, thank God, a diplomat. They don't want to eat me up. Long live Mahmud Osmanoglu. He's going to keep Nitra alive, and in my eyes be the greatest ruler they've ever had. And they don't want Salzburg, which is great news. Okay, November this year, finally. Oh, I've been paying maintenance all this time. Well, those things happen. Events to cost me money also happen endlessly. Infantry fire for this war would be kinda nice. In which case I wonder if I can just wait for the turn of the year and get both my admin and my mill tech, and then go crushing him. Manchu is taking on Godspeed. Not the time, France. Also, you lost an alliance. You don't have Austria on your side. That makes this a lot easier. Man, a lot of things will get a lot easier this way. Force limits, though, are not necessary. Please go away and come back when you have morale. Wow. It's funny what you get when you just ask for it. Okay, so Bavaria has to die, and since tech is not so expensive, we can get it and get it. And, of course, when you're faced with such insurmountable odds, the obvious idea that you need is diplomatic. Wouldn't dream of getting anything else. So it means we can get that extra diplomat to put to work, and that's one of the most... Oh, yeah, ideas are more expensive. Well, it happens. I also demand having better cavalry here. Offensive shock is almost all that matters, so we're going for Southern Cossacks. That's right, we're in the Eastern tech. We could have more cavalry than normal, which is good to know. It doesn't really matter too much that they are exhausted and have low morale, but I will give them one tick just so they're not completely worthless. And I think I will call in our good friends Switzerland. I might even feed them something if they're so inclined. They're probably not. Well, I can't. There's the thing. Oh well, down you go, Bavaria. Your land is forfeit, and my aggressive expansion isn't as bad as I might have thought before. I want München, and I want it bad. Jake, planning some elaborate diplomatic insults, huh? Of course. You could get an admin idea group. It's not like you need that admin for coring. Shush you. We're going diplomatic. Why am I not calling in Switzerland? Do I want Ulm as a co-belligerent? No. No, I do not. On you come, Switzerland. I'm taking München. Why am I even calling in the Swiss? I can handle this war. Well, why not? They're probably going to get ravaged by others later on. Let's bring it down to a more acceptable level. Ulm and Liège, nothing unexpected there. Man, it's good to be the king. So, I'm going to leave behind my cannons to do the talking on that siege. The rest of you guys, I know you can't get there, but we can do this at the very least. Oh wow, that's actually not enough, huh? There we go. München shouldn't last very long. And I'm on your case too, Ulm. Now the concern is those two guys could team up quite well. Does Liège have access? They have access through France, but not through the Palatinate. But they can go through here, through Switzerland. I'm not too concerned. Switzerland can keep us all safe from the mayhem that's bound to occur. Hello, Switzerland. I agree. This is an awesome fort for us to have. And they just come trotting right back. Now, as I recall, it's hills in Ulm. I don't want to get destroyed in those, so let's take good care of it. And that way, if the Bavarians want to move into Ingolstadt, we can rip them to shreds. Ulm, I'm going to want all of your money. Wow, you normally have a lot less money than that. That gives me a taster for the amount of aggressive expansion we're going to be looking at here. And I need a whole... Yeah, prestige is actually worth more than the rest of that stuff. so lacking in prestige. Jake, what is happening in Austria? Well, they tried to attack God, and they're feeling it. You might think great idea to attack them now, but the Ottomans are still hovering over them, going, yeah, nah. Oh, right, I didn't even notice that province. Well, it can't be that important. We'll take down Ulm first. You want to do something, Switzerland? That would be nice. You fight God, you're gonna get smacked. Oh well, I'm suddenly very glad I brought Switzerland in on all this. Look at that, Liège bringing in 17,000. So the Ottomans are influencing nations, Munchen is down. Still, you know, ever so slightly concerned about the insurmountable power of the Ottomans. But what can you even do? Moaning won't get rid of the Ottomans. Getting rid of the Ottomans will get rid of the Ottomans. It's kind of nice, because imagine if the Ottomans had actually failed. I know it's very hard mode and that's unthinkable, but just imagine if it didn't go very well for them, they just collapsed. I would have just carved up Hungary, culturally enriched their lands decades ago, and it would have been game, set, and match. That would have been nice. But it also, I guess, would have been a bit dull, so we should all be glad it didn't go down that way. Why are you even attaching to me there, Switzerland? I don't need you here. I have everything I need on my own armies. Go and get them. And, okay. There's no winning in this argument. Defense or siege? It's going to last for 10 years. Let's bring up those sieges. Shame that people don't like that, but we always have the backing of our local saint. And of course more Diplo relations. Jake, just tell them to cool it. Don't tempt me to play Death Road to Canada tonight, because I want to. That should be us 100% on you, but you don't want to give it all up, because hey, the war has only just begun, right? I could probably squeeze it out of you early if I let up, but I want that extra prestige. But I also want Switzerland to be doing all the fighting for me. Ah, but then again, Switzerland get their share of the prestige, don't they? Guess I'd better go fight. It's in the woods, we can handle it. Well, if they're gonna go and join in here, they could well not. Liège won't want out of this, not unless I siege them up too. You know what, it's not worth fighting in something that might only get more returns for the Swiss. That seems pretty reasonable to get out of Ulm. And then I can happily crush Liège. Then I turn to Liège and tell them to give me much and such the same. They got the money. They got the war reps. They got the prestige to give me. So about that Hoi 4 campaign. Hoi 4 will be the campaign that follows Nitra. That's the plan, at least. This will be pretty dangerous for our units, but you know what? We are made to win. Bringing up Swiss participation disgustingly, but that's okay. Happy Burgers, lower stability cost. Do like Happy Burgers because they're more likely to give me the dough. Republic forces lots of burgers to want land, but no, I'm having none of that. So, okay, they ran away to France, but no biggie. Liège will need only that. It'll be down in a jiffy. Now when I do tear this away from you, oh, that's not nice. Salzburg, Ravensburg. I need to think of people that are not currently involved in this war, or I won't have large truces with, and improve relations with them to get them out of a potential coalition. So that would be Ravensburg, Austria, kind of, Anhalt, Frankfurt. I've got a lot of people that don't like me here. Anhalt though? Wow. There is of course Austria, but there's a lot of reasons Austria won't like me. Oh, well there's another one. The Ottomans are gunning down Austria. Memmingen are not involved. Bohemia, Florence and the Palatinate are. So the Palatinate got involved and brought in some of their allies at least. But it's my golden opportunity, actually, to attack Austria here. This depends how much coalition I'm willing to drink. Damn. The opportunity is high here. Also, that doesn't look very diplomatic of you. Oh, that's the wrong one. There we go. He wants to eat this guy up. Ah, damn. It's a great opportunity to attack for Tyrol, but the aggressive expansion will be madness. Well, you know what? We'll forget about Anhalt, and we will instead start building a spy network on Austria so we can be ready to do this. They're at war with a lot of people. But it's nowhere near enough to take them down. Also, let's watch the British do nothing. Splendid work there. Splendid isolation work. Sadly, the way we're growing also does not inspire much depth of defense for our country. How does this change anything? Glad the France and Ottomans are still opposed to each other, but not to the point where they're deciding to fight each other. Is Great Britain a great power? They are. Hope it doesn't get something daft like the Ottomans are against France and Britain, so of course someone has to help out on the Ottoman side. Alright, well played, but it's curtains for you, Liège. I want that money, I want those reps, I want you to end some rivalry, and much as I love Nevers, I don't have a lot to gain by spitting them out of you. Don't like you having Lune there though. Good enough. When I get home, I consider how bad this coalition is going to be. And I've faced bad coalitions before. I want the nobility to like me here, so I better prep for this as well. They're going to rise up in Solnik, which I definitely know where that is. Oh, it's right there. Well, Ottomanos, are you wanting to walk through Solnik? Also, how are so many of those being forced to retreat? I guess everybody's buying Polish condottieri then. Oh well, anybody else want to chill out in Solnik? Frustratingly, it's not covered by a zone of control here. Not quite. No, they know what they're doing. Well, they're just peasants. Okay, it is Russia involved as well. I was thinking, wow, is Russia fighting the Ottomans? If only. That would be a dream for me. horrendous. One could reasonably think, though, now is the time for me to strike against them as well. But Commonwealth are not having any of that. Hugely in debt. I don't owe them favours. Called into multiple wars. And it's mostly the debt, which I could pay off. Oh well, no sense worrying about it too much. I should grab my land. Brandenburg could coalition me, which is a bit of a concern. Oh, Commonwealth wouldn't join in if I fought Brandenburg. It's the ultimate chance. Chances like this do not come along often. Salzburg, Magdeburg, I can get 3 cores off of you and not have you in the coalition against me. Sachsen will be mine. Commonwealth won't join in. Magdeburg is tiny. It's one province. Salzburg is... I'm surprised they're even joining in, actually. Yeah, I couldn't ask for much more. Amazing. All the opportunities coming in at once. It's almost pitiful, actually. I'm not too concerned about this. I'm sure the Swiss will take care of them. I should be a little bit concerned about the Prussian super soldiers. It's not like I have a huge army here. So with that in mind, maybe we should take care of Salzburg first. Or better yet, send a Swiss in to die. I like the sound of that. Swiss dying. Now the nobility, it's high time that you gave me that general that you promised. You better be amazing. We are light years ahead. Well, got your back, buddy. I mean, he's toast. And it continues to run, but Salzburg will fall. Fairly high level fort, so we might be here for a while, but... no sense taking all that attrition while we're here. You go down. The debt of the Mamluks has been paid because the French hate the Ottomans and will do anything to stop them. Sondar says, this campaign could be summarized by Jake screwing over anyone who could stand up to the Ottomans and then being surprised they became a monster. Look, it's all a part of my self-sabotage so that I can enjoy an endgame boss. I don't think that's too much to ask for. Why do the enemy have so many? Oh, that's kind of nice that the Brandenburgs have been hired out. So we don't even have to worry about them that much. I'll get Salzburg out of this war, and then we can concentrate our forces in the north. Also, everybody's just doing horrible things to my country. And... incredibly, the Swiss are going to slap down the Brandenburgs in this battle. Yeah, slap them down. Perhaps I should actually be bringing some backup up north. Especially when that backup can have 2 siege. Now, I'm not overly impressed with the ruler that we have right now, so let's get another one. Military might be going a bit too far down that well, so let's focus on our diplomatic abilities. Here's hoping he's somebody that improves relations like a madman. No, being calm is not what I'm looking for. Jeez, France is pretty happy with all of its money. It must be rolling in it. It's even paying off Burgundy's debt. How about you pay me to defeat the Ottomans? I promise that's exactly how it'll go down. Now I just need to claim any claim on the Austrians, so I'll go for that one. I also need to consider who else to be my friend out of all this. I mean, we're working on Frankfurt and Ravensburg. Ulm we don't have to worry about. Austria we won't have to worry about. Memmingen we have a truce with. Frankfurt, Brandenburg, Anhalt, Bavaria, Bohemia. Nah. Small fries really. Although if they coalition me I would lose. How large are France's treasury and income, Jake? Pertinent questions coming in there. Well, unless I'm very blind, they're not even near the top for treasury. I guess they just spent it all. Show me yourself, France. 80 ducats a month, 111 in the bank. Also, Switzerland, don't you be taking that for yourself. This belongs to my subject, Saxony. And I would probably like to break Brandenburg up with Commonwealth. Might be one of the worst things I ever do, but it might also stop Commonwealth getting dragged into horrible wars. It might also mean that these super soldiers are not on their side. They say no. Oh well. They won't say no forever. Also, Salzburg, you are down and out. I would love your province, but I know my own limits here. Give me the dosh, and give me the dosh. Allied with Venice, that might bite me later on. But that's kind of handy for you against the Ottomans. That is not so handy. Yeah, I'll go with that. Even if it does cost me war score here. Naples should be our friend for diplopower or improve prestige, which would be lovely, but I'm not sure I'll get enough prestige for all that. I could try. I don't even think my participation is enough to get that high. Nah, Naples liking me is a lot more likely to happen, and I do get prestige out of it. Let's be buddies, Naples. Onwards to Berlin. France just influencing nation left and right. They can't be stopped. Yeah, Pomerania too. Okay, Berlin will not stand up to this might. It's got my amazing siege general. I'll give it over to here. Oh well, I can't since they're doing that thing. However, if I bring you two together, then the wrong one gets stuck in charge. Oh well. There we go. I just want him in charge for the 15% faster. Oh, well, the Swiss are in charge. Jake is God losing. God is tapped out here. However, a stronger Mantua is great for me, because Mantua is my ally against the frightening force of the Ottomans. And we all know the number of times that things have gone really south when I've had to fight things in Italy. So let's count our blessings on that front. Beautiful. Alright, they won't stand up to anything else here, but nonetheless, let us